Fiddlesticks Masteries with Stormraider Surge. So your first decision point if you're playing Fiddlesticks in the jungle is going to be whether to take Savagery or Wanderer. It's really important to be in the right position with Fiddlesticks at the right time, but Savagery will give you a slightly better jungle clear, which is also important for levels. Assassin no longer works in the jungle, it only works against enemy champions, so that's not really that great anymore for junglers. Secret Stash is not that great for Fiddlesticks either. Most of the time you're going to want the buff duration, so we'll go Runic Affinity. Merciless for the damage, dangerous game of course, because how often are you going to proc Bandit on jungle Fiddlesticks? Precision is also more damage, and Stormraider Surge of course. So then Fiddlesticks doesn't really need attack speed at all, so then you go with ability damage. It's not going to need Feast. Your next decision point will be, do I want to take more damage on Fiddlesticks to deal more damage? And because of his life tanking his drain, he probably has a good enough play pattern to use double-edged sword pretty well. And the 3% extra damage is going to help you snowball. There's going to be like a lot of scenarios where this will help you, and probably not as many where it'll hurt you. So that's probably a pretty safe point to go. It'll also make your jungle clear a little bit quicker, albeit slightly riskier. So you take the good with the bad. And natural talent is probably the choice that you want to make, since Fiddlesticks doesn't get much out of lifesteal, but he does get something out of Spell Vamp. Spell Vamp's going to be a lot harder to get in the itemization here soon. Not that he actually goes for it right now anyway, but I think natural talent is so underwhelming. It's basically not even worth the points for me. 10 attack damage and 15 ability power at level 18. So that's basically like not even one ability power per level. 0.83. And the attack damage is pretty much worthless on Fiddlesticks anyway, so now let me say why people will go natural talent. In the end game, that's going to mean more than 2% lifesteal and spell vamp. In order to be healthier earlier on in the game, that's why I would go for Vampirism, and it might help you snowball to have the spell vamp. Of course, so will extra damage, and extra damage on Fiddlesticks usually means more health because of his drain. But again, natural talent is just so weak to me that it's not going to be used as much. And Bounty Hunter versus Oppressor, we've talked about this plenty of times in my mastery videos, is 100% personal preference. If you are the kind of player that needs to carry the whole game, then go Bounty Hunter. And Oppressor will have marginal utility other than that. Damage isn't really utility, but we talk about this like damage can be utility, but is not often utility. So if I speak about it as in terms of utility, it just means that it's useful. So 2.5% increased damage, it's probably not going to make or break your combo, so I would go Bounty Hunter.